entire code will be written by one developer or team of developers? So definitely the team of developers will develop the code. Team of developers will develop the code. Okay guys, now tell me, each programmer work is independent work or dependency will be there other programmers work? Is going to be independent work or dependency will be there with other programmers work? Definitely dependency will be there. All these programmers will work on single machine or different machines? Will work on single machine or different machines? Definitely they work on different machines, right? Okay, that means developer 1 developed code and tested code should be available for developer 2 if there is a dependency. How to get it? And the team leader should have access to all the team members' code to check whether they have developed perfectly or not. How to do it? Okay, forget about Git kind of thing. There is a Git tool kind of thing. If you don't know Git tool, if you don't know this kind of code repository tool, what we have to do generally? Code sharing among the team members of project is very important aspect of project development. This can be done in multiple ways. Are code sharing is required or not? Code sharing is required or not? Team leader should get entire code of team members. Developer 1 is developing service class. Developer 2 is developing DAO class. Okay, without having DAO class, do you think service class can be completed? Not completed. So developer 1 should have access to developer 2 DAO class development or not? Should have access to DAO class development or not? I want reply, boss. Okay, guys. Tell me, this can be done in multiple ways. Using pen drives, bad practice. Okay, using Google Drive, Dropbox, bad practice. Why, sir? Pen drive, boss. We have to fix the pen drive, copy the code and give to next one. In middle, if you modify the code, so other person will feel difficult, na, boss? Suppose after giving the code, you have done some changes in the code, guys. Developer 1 has done some changes in the code after giving the code to developer 2. So it will, do you think those things will reflect, boss? Okay. Yeah, when you follow these two things, guys, okay, no monitoring of developer activities, possibility of code loss, continuous updations are coming up, not coming. Continuous updations will come up, boss, will not come. So a lot of manual cooperation is required, manual discussions are required to get each people's updated code. Right now, boss. Using pen drives, using Google Drives. All these things, there is no continuous monitoring, continuous updation. Okay, no one knows whether code is updated or deleted or no monitoring, boss. In this process, we may lose the code also. Developer 1 getting more salary, developer 2 getting less salary, though he is having same years of experience. But developer 1 code is having dependency with the developer 2. Though developer 2 developed perfect code, intentionally is not giving perfect code to developer 1 because of manual sharing, boss. So this kind of professional human jealousies comes into picture or not? He submitted correct code to team leader, but while giving to developer 1, wantedly wrong code is given. because of the developer one task is not completing. So this kind of problems are there in application development. Due to this, do you think work will be completed fastly? No. The same work will be done again and again. So because of professional jealousies, because of human basic negativity thought processes. So we cannot say, and all human beings should be positive, boss. All human beings should have a target of completing project and benefiting the company, benefiting the client, right? So they may have a lot of professional jealousies, right? Priority jealousies. So that's why, so both first two options are very bad, boss. Then we have to go for using VCS tool, version control system tool. What is the best terminology to talk about Git, SVN, CVS, this kind of tools, guys? VCS, version control system. Version control system. You know, you don't believe that developer one has modified DAO class 20 times. It will maintain 20 versions of that code. And it will keep track of at what time what modification is done. Each deletion it will keep track of, each modification it will keep track of. In that process, do you think people will dare to go for code loss? People will dare to give unupdated code to opposite person? And moreover, developer to always take latest updated code only, na? Is there any chance for developer one giving old code to developer two? No. Why? Because all people will write the code in their Eclipse IDE, will test the code in Eclipse IDE. Once code is perfect, we'll keep in the common place, central repository. We'll place in the common place, central repository, code repository. So from there onwards, each developer can get other developers updations, other developer code updations. Come on. So at the time of taking updation, they always try to take latest updation. It is like what? Working in CC camera environment. You are under surveillance of CC camera. You are under surveillance of CC camera. Gentleman will come out from your body or not? Gentleman will come out from your body or not? I want reply. You are under surveillance of CC camera. Then the real gentleman will come out from your body. Using VCS tools, version control system tools like Git, SVN, CVS, Git, sub. See, your every modification will be kept track. Every sharing will be kept track. Each commit will be kept track. Every modification will be maintained as a separate version. So definitely we never try to harm the code, harm the project, right? And moreover, all these updations are kept tracked in a central repository. From that central code repository, which is there in server machine, each developer gets the other updations. It's going to be really, really wonderful or not? Using VCS tool, version control system tool, like Git, SVN, CVS, and etc. tools possible. Monitoring activities of team member while developing project and maintaining maintenance, all changes done to various files of the project is called version control system. Monitoring activities of team members while developing project and maintaining the project. While developing project and maintaining all changes done to various files of the project. Is called version control system. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Monitoring activities of team members. Not one person, guys, multiple team members, boss. Yes, boss. Yeah, advantages of VCS, guys. What are the benefits you are going to get from VCS? Version control system. It could be Git based VCS or SVN based VCS or CVS based VCS. Keeps track of various modifications done to various files of the project development as various version. Each version indicates one modification done by a developer. Each version indicates one modification done by a developer. One modification done by a developer, right? Each version indicates. Super, guys. Resolves the complex. Resolve the complex, guys. What do you mean by resolves the complex? Two people are simultaneously trying to modify same line of code. Then conflicts will come, na? Then conflicts will come or not? I want reply. I'll put one thing, guys. Resolves the conflicts. Resolves the conflicts, boss. After that, what next? Provide central or local repositories to maintain the project code and to share among the team members. First of all, my code, team member 1 code, team member 2 code, team member 3 code, all the code will be kept in common place, guys. From common place, each developer can get other developers code or not. Why does conflicts will come, sir? I'll tell one thing. Okay, I taken the code from common code repository. Okay, started modifying line number 26. He has taken the code from common repository. In the same file, he is trying to modify line number 26. I am trying to put back to repository. First programmer also trying to put back to the repository. Both at a time are simultaneous. Then what happens, guys? The code repository will be dilemma, na? At line number 26 of the file, which modification to be taken? Developer 1 modification or developer 2 modification? So conflicts will come or not? When conflicts will come, guys? One toy is there, one boy is there to play with the toy. No conflict. One toy is there, 2-3 people are there saying, I want to play with the toy at the same time. Then conflicts will come. One after another, no conflicts. Simultaneously at a time, if they want to do modification, then conflicts will rise. Right now, boss? Provide central or local repositories allows to merge multiple versions of each file to single version. We got lot of modifications each file. At the end, we can merge all the modification into single file, guys. So best version we can keep it. Allows to lock the file. To avoid the conflicts, we can lock the file. How? This file I am accessing, I am going to modify. Next 1 hour I am locking. Others don't access this file, don't modify the code. Then tension will not be there, na boss? Sir, which kind of files they are? Web.xml, common for all developers. Spring Bean configuration file, common for all developers. See, listen boss, listen. Servlet component, every developer will get individual tasks, they will develop each separate servlet. JSP file, individually they develop. But web.xml kind of file, property files kind of file, Spring Bean configuration kind of file, these are common files, na boss? All developers should work on same file. Then if 2-3 people trying to modify same line content and that time there is a possibility of getting conflict. How to resolve the conflicts? The best practice of resolving conflicts is developer one access that web.xml, logs the file for next 10 minutes. You do modification, you do changes, he will commit the changes back to repository. He commit the changes back to repository. Come on, guys. Then he release the log. Then other developer access the same file, applies the log, he will do modification, he will commit the changes in next 5 to 10 minutes. Then release the log. Then we can avoid conflicts nicely now, boss. Allows to tag or mark code that is released phase by phase. This is one more thing, guys. Tell me, guys, people releases all the features of the project at a time, or they will release phase by phase? Software company will release projects to client organization phase by phase, all together at a time. Phase by phase. So when they release each phase of the project from the code repository, they need to mark up to this I released. Release version 1, release version 2, release version 3. That is called tagging concept, guys. That is called tagging concept. We can tag or release the code. We can tag or mark the released code phase by phase. Super, guys. Keeps track of various activities of every team member with respect to code submission, sharing, and etc. Every operation of team member will be kept track. Every operation of team member will be kept track. I hope you understood. It's like seriously working in a CC camera environment. Each and every operation will be kept tracked. Then you will behave gentleman. Everything happens smoothly. If VCS tools are not there in the market, boss, team environment is not going to work out. Teamwork is not possible. Entire project should be developed by 1-2 developers with better coordination. But now you observe, because of this VCS tool, guys, 50% team will be there in India. They work their daytime. Another 50% team will be there in US. They work their daytime. But still they work together. How? Because of this internet-based VCS tools. Internet-based VCS tool. Because during Corona days, why companies encouraged work from home? Because of this internet-based VCS tool, guys. I can work from my home and I can commit the code to central repository which is there in the internet. Other fellow can take my code updation from his system by staying his home. If any small meetings are required, Zoom meetings are there. Physically they are separated, but virtually they are connected or not. So that's why Corona has not given any kind of bad impact on what? Software industry. In fact, more work has come during Corona time. Why? Because the people who are not into computerization, they started using computerization during the phase of Corona. And more online sales happened. That means more maintenance of the projects have come. So that's why more job openings also increased, guys. So right now recession is there. Listen carefully. Recession is there in USA. In India, recession is not there. We are having little effect of recession. More importantly, for fresher, market is bit dry, I agree that. But 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+, Java market is really awesome, boss. Java market is really awesome and calls are really nice. Listen, boss. In India, we never get recession. We'll be having effects of recession. because of multiple reasons, guys. Number one, our banking system is very strong. Our banking core principles are very strong. If a bank is doing 100 crore business with the customers, you don't believe bank has to deposit 50 crore rupees with RBI. Then only they are allowed to do 100 crore business with customers. Clear, boss? Our banking system is very. Yeah, freshers market is bit dry, boss, but use this time for learning subject. Mostly after August or June, market will open up. If you are ready with the subject, you will be the first person to get the job after August or June. During this time, you prepare yourself, equip yourself ready, try to add more and more technologies in your kit, try to become more this one, and meanwhile you try to work out jobs in references, boss. Don't see, few openings are there, but openings are happening through references, mainly through references. Work from home is better, work from office is better. If you are a talented guy, work from home is better. If you are not a talented guy, you need someone's help always. Then think about work from office. Because in work from office, team members will be there, discussions will be there, coordination will be there, helping each other will be there. So definitely that environment is different, boss. I personally prefer work from office. If you want more productivity, okay guys. Pavitra Narala, I am clearly saying yeah. Everyone please come back. Yeah, how many types of VCS softwares are there? Different types of VCS software. Centralized VCS software, CVCS. Next one is what? Distributed VCS software. And Git comes under distributed VCS software. SVN, CVS, all this comes under what? What is that? Centralized version control system. Yeah, why it is called distributed, I will talk later. First of all, what happens in this one? Code repository will be there in the server machine of the local area network or internet network. There will be only one code repository. There is no backup repository for that code repository. Something happens to that centralized code repository of the server machine or internet machine, your code is lost. Your code is lost, guys. Muhammad Hassan, from my side, no issues of voice, check your side. Your code is lost. There is no backup code repository in this model, boss. All developers of the team will connect to internet-based or network-based server machine where central code repository will be there. They keep the code there, they get the code from there, but there is only one central code repository without backup. Anything happened to that central code repository, so entire project code gone. You may do regular backups kind of thing, boss, but we will be having single copy of code repository officially. Yeah, see guys, only one central repository will be there, maintaining the whole code of the project, either in LAN or cloud environment. Cloud means internet environment. If something happens to this central repository, guys, come on. We will lose the code. And activity of code sharing will be stopped. Code sharing will be stopped. Activity of code sharing will be stopped. Right now, boss? VCS process will be distributed, guys. The ECS process will be distributed. Okay, guys. Sorry, the VCS process will be disturbed. The entire mechanism of version control system will be disturbed. Check it out how the architecture looks, guys. Okay. Pawan Pamar. I said if something happens to repository. Pawan Pamar. Okay, if something happens to repository itself, VCS software itself. Pawan, I think you are using your common sense. If something happens to VCS software itself, then you met with accident, ambulance will come and save you. But ambulance itself met with accident, then what happens? I think my example making sense. If ambulance itself met with my accident, then there will be someone else to save you.
యాక్సిడెంట్ అయితే అంబులెన్స్ వస్తుంది. అదే అంబులెన్స్ నేను యాక్సిడెంట్ చేస్తే ఏం చేస్తావంట? హైలైట్ చేస్తాడు ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్.
108 దానికే ప్రాబ్లం. 108 ఏం లేదు.
Another ambulance, it takes time, right?
మనిషి అప్పుడు వేరే దానికోసం వెయిట్ చేస్తే కదా అంబులెన్స్ తీస్తాము. అట్లా సెంట్రల్ డిపాజిట్ దాంట్లో స్టోరేజ్ చేస్తాం దాంట్లో మరి అని అట్లా దీనికి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దాన్ని చెప్తారు.
Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. From my side, no voice issues. Check your side. Am I audible, guys? Am I loud and clear? I don't know why people are saying. Now everyone concentrate, guys. Look at the architecture diagram of central. Look at the architecture diagram of CVCS, centralized VCS. This one, mission 20 server mission, local LAN mission or cloud mission. Cloud mission means internet based, boss. Internet based. Cloud mission means internet based, boss. Cloud mission means internet based. Super. Tell me here. Mission 20 server mission. CVCS server will be there. Everyone concentrate. CVCS server will be there, guys. What kind of servers? Uber SVN, Visual SVN, CVS NT. These are the server softwares. Guys. VCS server will be there. VCS client will be there. Yeah. Inside these server machines, inside this server software, there will be called code repository. There will be a memory to hold the code, that is called code repository. And observe, TL machine, developer 1 machine, developer 2 machine, all these machines are connected to whom? CVS server software machine. And in these machines, what will be there? Eclipse IDE will be there. These Eclipse IDs will have a what is there? Eclipse plugins, boss. Eclipse IDs will have a Eclipse plugin acting as a VCS client. Are you getting my point? Acting as a VCS client. Inside Eclipse IDE, Eclipse plugin will be installed acting as a VCS client. Okay, now look at the process, boss. Yeah. Yeah, boss. Yeah. What programmer is doing, guys? TL has created project with the basic directory structure having a comma b folders m1.java, having a comma b folders, having a
తీసి ఆడ
comma b
పెడదామని
folders. Come on, guys,
వేసుకున్నాం
everyone.
మర్చిపోయాను, డబ్బలు వేద్దాం అనుకుంటా ఉన్నా, మర్చిపోయా. తీసి డబ్బలు
Having a
వేయాలి.
comma b folder. Don't worry about m1.java. Having a comma b folders, he has created the project and he exported that project to central repository. B, he exported that project to central repository. Are you understanding my statement, boss? He exported that project to central repository. Clear, my dear? Everyone getting my point? Okay, now tell me, in central repository project, what will be there, boss? A comma B folders are there, na? I will come to m1.java at right time, don't worry. Okay, now observe very carefully, boss. Developer 1 machine, developer 2 machine, developer 1 machine, developer 2 machine, they checked out the project. That means they accessed the project from central repository. That means these people need not to create the project from scratch level, boss. These people need not to create the project from scratch level. Already project directory, initial directory structure is created by team leader and that is kept in what? Central repository. Come on, guys. From central repository, developer 1, developer 2 checked out the project. They got the project with A comma B folders. They got the project 1 with A comma B folders. Agree with me, my dear? Got the point, my dear? Come on. So that is C. That is C, boss. Understanding my statement? Tell me, boss. Number D. Developer 1 is adding m1.java file. Developer 1 is adding m1.java file, guys. Adding new file, boss. He has written a code called m1.java, okay, to the project, and he committed that change to central repository. He committed that change to central repository. Are you understanding my statement, boss? He committed that change to central repository. Agree with me? Super. Because of that, m1.java comes in the repository project or not, central repository project or not. That is E, boss, because of commit operation. Because of commit operation. Now listen carefully. Listen carefully. m1.java is freshly added to whom? Central repository. But that change should reflect to developer 1 code, TL code and developer 2 code. So what they are going to do? They will say update operation. F update. So because of update operation, m1.java reflecting here, m1.java is reflecting here. That means the modification done to the project by developer 1 is now available in TL machine and developer 2 machine. That means code sharing is happening internally, boss. Internally code changing is happening or not? So now tell me, boss. Okay, listen. So these 3 developer machines can be there in 3 different places. Central repository is internet based. So work from home is definitely possible, na? I can sit in any corner of the world. I can work on the project or not. I can, like online classes kind of thing. I can sit any part of the world. I can take my sessions. You can sit any part of the world. You can listen to the classes. Okay, once again see the flow, boss. Once again see the flow. Everyone, focus. Number A, TL machine using Eclipse IDE, which is having CVS client, created project having A comma B folder. B, he exported that project to central repository. Okay, forget about m1.java. Initially what happened? Pros1 has come having A comma B folders. But this Somesh, right now I am doing repetition only, na? But this Somesh, if you are not realizing what is happening in the classroom, why are you coming to classes, boss? Please. Somesh, last warning to you. Last warning to you. I will play with the mobile. All of a sudden I will become active.
కరెక్ట్ కాదు
It's
సార్
not going to
మంచిగానే
work
పడతాయి
out.
ఒక రోజుకి.
If you are not serious, get out of the class. If you are serious, stay active, stay focused. Next time if you repeat this, I am going to remove you from the meeting. I started repetition. In the middle of the repetition, you are asking repeat again. That means you are not even realizing what I am doing in the classroom. What the hell you are doing in the classroom then? Shame on you, boss. Before you ask only, I only started repeating, right? And you are even not realizing what is happening in the classroom. Jump into the drainage after the class. Don't waste the normal water also. And don't say network slow. Don't say network slow, that problem, this problem. Are you going to tell same reasons after joining in the company? Team leader, project manager is conducting meeting. Project manager is conducting meeting. Do you have a guts to say same thing? Come out of those school days, school excuses. Behave like a grown-up man. Okay, boss. Everyone, please come back. Yeah. What is happening, guys? Project leader, team leader has created project 1 having A comma B folders, right? B. He checked in the project. He checked in the project to central code repository. Super. Because of that, in code repository, central code repository, project 1 is there having A comma B folders. Super na boss? Next. Developer 1 machine, developer 2 machine. They need to access the project numbers given by TL. So they connected to central repository, they check out the project. Check-in means putting in, log in, getting into, log out, going out, check out, taking out, check in, putting in. Come on. In means putting in. Check out means taking out. Super guys. Tell me guys, they check out the project. When they check out the project, Pros1 will come with initial directory structure, A comma B folders. In both developer 1 and developer 2 machines, their Eclipse ID is super. That is C part. B boss. Developer 1 got some task and the task will be completed by using m1.java development. He developed m1.java. He tested locally, written unit test cases. He got satisfactory results. He decided to share with others. He decided to make it public. So entire team should use it. So that the other team members may also use that logic. Right now, boss? Okay, then what is doing? Commit the code. Keeping the project is called check-in operation. Collecting the project from repository to local machine is called checkout operation. Okay, updating the modification is called commit operation. Okay, adding m1.java, that is a small updation done to project commit. Because of this, m1.java is reflecting in pros1 or not? Yes, boss. Okay, now TL person, dev2 person wants to have a latest updated project. Wants to have latest updated project, guys. Latest and updated project. Are you getting my point there, guys? Latest update. Then what? So when developer 2 machine says update my project, m1.java comes and adds. When developer TL machine says, TL says update my project, m1.java comes and updates. So indirectly things are shared or not? Indirectly project sharing, code sharing is happening or not, boss? Okay. With respect to diagram, I think that should be there as per my knowledge. Not there, huh? Okay, not there. Not there means I will focus. With respect to diagram. No, update. It is not commit operation. Okay. In the Eclipse ID, we say update my project. Update is a command. Update is a command. It's not English wording. It's a command in the Git VCS environment. With respect to the diagram, TL creates ROS1 in the Eclipse ID of TL mission. In the Eclipse ID of TL mission. Was in the Eclipse ID of TL mission. TL checks in or exports the project. Exports the project to. Okay, guys, what is there? Central repository. Central repository.
Sir, please increase the font size, sir.
Having A, B folders. Next one, guys.
Then go and jump into drainage and
Dev1, Dev2. Developer 1, Developer 2 performs checkout operation on PROS1 to get PROS1 to the Eclipse IDs of tell me Dev1, Dev2 missions. Dev1, Dev2 missions. Clear, boss? Got the point, my dear? I want reply. Okay, number D, guys. Developer 1 creates m1.java in PROS1 as part of his task completion. And as completion. Okay. Also perform unit testing on it. How to check whether his code is perfect or not? By doing unit testing. Na? Also completes unit testing on m1.java. Developer 1 commits the changes. Nothing but adding m1.java, guys, to PROS1 of the central repository. PROS1 central repository. Yes, guys. Tell me next one. PROS1 of the central repository. Yes, guys. TL and Dev2 updates their project, updates the PROS1 of their Eclipse IDs. Come on, guys. To get m1.java, m1.java to m1.java. Tell me, boss, are you able to feel basic code flow, guys? How the sharing is happening? So what is the lesson we learned from here? When you join in company, initial directory structure of the project will be created by developer or team leader. Initial directory structure is created by developer or team leader. All packages, all jars, all pom.xml content, minimum common basic things will be given by team leader. On the top of it, according to the task you got, you will be adding more packages, more classes, more entries in pom.xml. On pom.xml common file, there is a possibility of getting what? Clashes. Okay, that's why locking is required while working with pom.xml clearly. We'll discuss all these things we are going to enjoy practically. It's going to be awesome session. You'll get goosebumps. You will get goosebumps. I am from industry, okay? I will present the subject as needed for industry. You never see this kind of explanation in the internet. All these are my own diagrams. For other batches I have drawn it. Okay, to save the time, I am just reusing them. Do you think this kind of diagrams with the numberings, explaining the flow, this kind of diagrams are available in the internet? So I am giving numbers means I am explaining the flow, order of execution. I hope you are benefiting with my notes. Tell me, is my notes is copy pasted notes or prepared by me? It is not copy pasted notes of internet. It is purely prepared with my own wordings. You can see the English also, right? You can see the English also. Very simple English. Examples of CVS, guys. CV, Central VCS. All these are what? CVS NT, WinCVS, Uber SVN, Visual SVN. All these are the example software. Actually, listen here. CVS, code versioning system, SVN, subversioning. Subversioning, VN means versioning. Code versioning system, guys. All these are examples for this. Okay, 1 minute. I'll give more clarity on it. What is this? CVS NT, WinCVS. Are the CVS category. CVS category VCS tools. Don't confuse. CVS category, code versioning system category. Next, Uber SVN, Visual SVN, and etc. are the come on guys, Uber SVN, Visual SVN and etc. are the SVN categories VCS tools. SVN category VCS tools, guys. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Come on. Tell me. Distributed VCS, guys. This is distributed VCS. It will have multiple repositories like central repository and local repository. Listen, in the internet one repository will be there. Subversioning. SVN means subversioning. Sahih Sheikh, you are not listening, boss. In CVCS, two categories are there. CVS category and SVN category. So two flavors. Subversioning is one flavor. VCS is one flavor. Right. But right now they are not doing well, boss. They are bad. This is bad. Bad or good? Central VCS is bad or good, guys? Central VCS is bad or good? It's a bad one because nowadays popular is Git model, and Git model is popular means what, guys? Distributed versioning is popular. Distributed versioning is popular. Now listen. Distributed VCS, guys. What do you mean by that? It will have a multiple code repositories, guys. One central repository and local repositories. And local repositories are copies of central repository, and local repositories will be created in developer machines. Suppose in your team 20 members are there. 20 members are there. There will be one internet-based central repository. But their exact copies will be there as local repositories in the developer machines. So what happens, guys? What's the advantage of it? Tomorrow something happens to central repository, we can make one of the local repository as the central repository or not. We have a backups or not, boss? We have literally backups are there or not? Come on, boss. Literally we are having backups or not? Literally we have a backup, not one backup, multiple backup. In every team member machine there is a backup of code repository. So is there any chance of code loss? Even though something happened to internet based central repository, any issue, guys? The central repository is also called remote repository, guys. Check it out. It will have multiple repositories like central repository, local repository. Local repositories will be maintained as a cloned copy of central repository in developer or client machine. So some problem in central repository, we can take backup from local repository, and we can still continue working by committing code to the local repositories. We can still continue by committing the code to local repository. Arey, listen, boss, some problem is there with the network to commit the code. We can commit the code to local repository now, boss, temporarily. Okay, some problem in the central repository software. Temporarily we can commit the code to local repository. Once central repository is ready, we can shift the code from local repository to central repository. Nothing is there, guys. It's nothing but before keeping in main go down, we are keeping in local go down. If our main go down is not ready, until main go down is ready, we are keeping in the local go down. Right? Yes. Look at the process now. Look at the process. First of all, you observe server machine, cloud based or internet based. DVCS server software. DVCS server software generally Git was. Generally GitHub, GitLab, this kind of thing. GitHub, GitLab kind of things. Super, guys. Tell me, the code that is there in remote or central repository is called actual copy. The code that is there in developer machine is called working copy. And more importantly, Eclipse is providing built-in plugins for Git also. Okay, in every Eclipse IDE, Git plugins are built-in. Git plugins are built-in. I hope everyone clear on this. I hope everyone clear on central machine, server machine. DVCS software is there. In that one, central repository is there. Don't worry about the numbers. Right? Nice, boss. Tell me next one. Next one, guys. TL developer mission. Okay, maybe testers also will use the same code for testing, boss. Okay. So I'm just highlighting one TL and one developer. Yeah, here what is that? Local repository is there, boss. Is it not interesting? Local repository is there, and having as a Eclipse plugin, we have a DVCS client. DVCS
Tag
client,
కూడా పెట్టండి.
similarly, as a Eclipse client, DVCS client is there. Okay, and local repository is also there, boss.
ఒక మంత్ తర్వాత వస్తుంది అంటున్నావు కాబట్టి ఈసారి కూడా అట్లానే
Local repository is also there. I want reply, boss. The code that is there in repositories is called actual copy. The one that is there in Eclipse on which we are working, that is called working copy. That is called working copy. Central repository is also called remote repository, and developer machine repositories are called local repositories. Okay, I hope you got the basic idea about the setup. DVCS client is nothing but Eclipse IDE with the Git plugin. Eclipse IDE with the Git plugin, guys. Eclipse IDE with the Git plugin. Super. Okay, now concentrate. Number 1, admin creates project 1. Admin creates project 1. Understanding my statement, boss? Okay, 1 minute. No. Number 1, admin creates repository in the distributed VCS server software, Git software. Admin create repository, not the project one. Admin just creates a repository. Super. Okay. Number 1, just a repository. Even project is also not there. Right now, boss? Number 2, everyone please concentrate. TL person creates a local repository as the cloned copy of what, guys? As the cloned copy of, are you with me? Central repository. As the cloned copy of central repository. Initially assume empty. Central repository empty, local repository empty. Don't worry about that content in that one. Number 3, TL creates pros1. Are you understanding my statement? TL creates the pros1. Number 4, he commits the project to local repository. When you do commit, it will go to local repository. Are you getting my point? First it has come. From local repository, if you want to move the project to central repository, we should do push operation. Commit means it goes to local repository. Push means from local repository it goes to central repository. Okay, now tell me, boss, you just got empty pros1. Because of push operation, empty pros1 has come. Don't confuse. Number 6, developer creates local repository in his machine. Then he will get empty pros1 folder. Right? Number 7, developer uses Eclipse IDE to check out the project from his local repository to Eclipse IDE. That is number 8. Are you getting my point? Super. Next one, developer adds a.java file to the pros1 and commits it. That will go to local repository pros1. Super na, boss? That will go to local repository pros1. Number 10, he pushes the changes to central repository. Because of that, a.java comes to central repository. Tell me. On central repository, when TL perform fetch operation, what happened? That will come to what, guys? Local repository. And number 12, when he performs merge operation, guys, that will move to local repository to working copy of TL machine. No, sir, I don't want to do two operation. Fetch and merge, I don't want to do separately. Then perform pull operation. Then perform pull operation. So pull is combination of 11 plus 12. Pull is combination of 11 plus 12. 11 is fetch operation. 12 is merge operation. Both activities will happen together. That's why A.Java comes to pros1. A.Java comes to pros1, guys. A.Java comes to pros1. Understanding my statement, boss? A.Java comes to pros1, guys. Okay, I will clearly explain one more time. I will give the steps also. Tell me, boss, all of a sudden, my central repository is crashed. Any problem? I can make any local repository as central repository now, boss. I can make any local repository as central repository. Okay, temporarily network down. I can, whatever code I have done here, I can save in the local repository. Once net is on, once network is good, I can keep in the central repository. Once it is there in central repository, it can be moved to other developer machines and other developer machines and what? Testers machines, because testers also do testing from by collecting the code from repositories only. Okay, on public demand, 2 more times. One time only oral explanation, another time with numbering. With numbering, I will explain. Are you ready, boss? Yeah. Admin creates remote repository, empty remote repository. Okay. Kiran, drawing diagram is not a problem for me, boss. But the issue is it takes time. I don't have any problem to draw the diagram manually, but it takes time. I'm doing all this thing to save the time. Do you think this is not my diagram? Earlier, I only draw the diagram. Mr. Kiran, are you there? Kiran, I want reply. You asked a question, I replied. You are not responding back. I'm just doing only to save the time. Because only to draw this diagram, I need to spend one entire session. So that I'm trying to use existing diagram so that I'm telling now, boss. I'm just telling. Focus on my terminologies. Which is present, which is not present, I am telling now. Fine. Number 1, listen carefully. Focus, boss. You are not college going students or school going student. If you focus, you will understand everything. If you don't focus, you are in the psychological field.
Sunday event.
See, that's why I'm explaining 3 times. This is 2nd time. 3rd time I will write. 3rd time I will really write. Tell me. Haji Baba, right now your importance is on current topic or tomorrow workshop. Focus, Ra Babu. Focus. Tell me. Number 1, admin creates empty central repository. Empty. Right. At step number 1, assume no pros1, no A.Java. Clear, boss? Emptiness. I hope everyone visualizing emptiness, empty repository. Super, guys. Next. TL creates empty local repository as the cloned copy of central repository. Here also you assume empty one. Here also you assume empty one. Clear, boss? Mr. Kiran, I want reply now, worst fellow. First assume empty report repository. Next assume local repository is the cloned copy of central repository. This is also empty, boss. This is also empty. Number 3. TL creates pros1, empty pros1. pros1 with some folders, guys. By using a clip, Maven or something, he create the pros1 with basic directory structure. Number 3, he commit that one to local repository. So pros1, empty pros1 comes to whom? Local repository. He pushes that one to central repository. Empty pros1 comes to what? Central repository. I think up to 5 steps okay na boss? Up to 5 okay? Arey, entire full stack student, no response in the chat box, guys. Did you attend remaining classes like this? No interaction, no response. Okay, guys. Local repository is cloned copy of central repository. The person who is asking what is local repository means he slept so far. Worst fellow. In distributed version control system, central repository cloned copies will be there in local repository. That too in every developer machine.
అంతకుముందు ఇంకొకరు తిట్టాడు.
Focus, Rababu. Focus. I'm freshly asking, what is local repository, sir? Sleep, boss. Sleep another half an hour.
చెప్తే నాకు ఈరోజు అది చెప్తున్నాడు కానీ
Yeah, up to 5 clear. Guys, if you don't respond, it's a waste, boss. Okay, let me hurt your ego and let me get the answer. If your gender is male or female, please respond to my question. If you are having third gender, I'm giving reservation not to respond.
నీకు అది కాదు.
I'm giving reservation not to respond. Whoever not responding now onwards, whenever I ask the question,
ఆపేస్తాడు క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ చాట్ బాక్స్ చేస్తాడు.
then I will say you belongs to third gender. Let me hurt your ego, then only I can take answers from you.
చెప్పండి దానికి
Okay. I think still there are a lot of third gender people in this batch. Because they are not even listening the class. They are not even listening this statement. The people who are not even listening this statement, fourth gender, boss. Okay. Shall we get into the next level discussion? Number 6.
ఇదే వదులుతా కదా
వాళ్ళు ఎవరినా తీసుకుంటారు
ఈ మధ్య లెవెన్లా తీసుకుంటున్నారు కదా రోజు. అయిపోయింది కదా 10-15 2 minutes. నేనేమైంది ఎగ్జామ్ రాస్తావా? ఎగ్జామ్
అది రాలా చాట్ జీపీటీలో కొట్టేటోళ్ళు అన్నీ వస్తాయి అంటే మొత్తం పడట్లా. ఇది క్వశ్చన్ తీస్తే అది పోతుంది, అది వస్తే ఈ పక్క వచ్చేది పోతుంది, ఈ పక్క క్వశ్చన్ వస్తుంది, ఈ పక్క బాక్స్ వస్తుంది కదా మొత్తం
Yes, boss. Number 6. What happened?
వచ్చాయి నాకు కానీ అలాంటి క్వశ్చన్
Whatever project created by TL, developer 1 wants to get it. So what is going to do, guys? Number 6. He will create local repository as the cloned copy of central repository. As of now, come on, boss. As of now, in the central repository, pros1 with the emptiness will be there, na? Pros1 without a.java is there. That will come. That is number 6. Cloned copy. Empty pros1 will be there. Okay. Then from there he is checking out the project 2. From there he is checking out the project 2. Eclipse IDE. Here also he will get empty pros1. Here also he is going to get empty pros1. I want reply, my dear. Perfect. Next one. He is adding a.java. As part of his task completion, he has added a.java to pros1 and committed. Committed means what? It has come to local repository pros1. It has come to local repository pros1 and from there he pushed. It has gone to central repository pros1. A.java is coming in the central repository. Now, TL has performed fetch operation. TL has performed fetch operation. From central repository, it has come to TL. From central repository, it has come to TL local repository. It has come to TL local repository. I want reply, boss.
రేపే వస్తావా బయటికి?
ఒక రెజ్యూమ్ తీసుకొని పో నువ్వు కూడా కదా మంచిదే కదా తీసుకోబోతే
మన టాప్స్ కోసం
ఒక రెజ్యూమ్ కాపీ తీసుకొని పో నువ్వు
Super, guys. Now, from there he is doing merge operation, guys. From there he is doing merge operation. It has come to Eclipse ID pros1. Fetch is from central to local repository. From there merge means it will come to what? From there merge means it will come to whom? Eclipse IDE local repository. Sir, I don't want to do two steps. I want to get directly to what? Eclipse IDE in single step. Then we have to do pull operation. Pull is combination of 11th step and 12th step. 11 is what? Fetch. 12th is merge. So pull is nothing but fetch plus merge. Fetch plus merge. So now tell me, guys, project is shared and code is shared among the developers. Among the developers.
9 to 11.
Any rocket science, guys? Any rocket science here? Tell me. Push. Keeping the changes of local repository to central. Fetch. Getting the changes of central repository to local repository. Pull. Getting the changes of central repository to local repository and also to working copy. And also to working copy. And also to working copy. Working copy means what? Array, the one that is there in Eclipse ID. Super, guys. Actual copy, the code placed in central repository or local repository, the virtual original. Working copy, the code available in client machine on which developers and testers are working. Testers are working. Tell me, guys, remote repository, central repository available in the cloud. Local repository, local repo available in the client machine file system. Okay. Commit, keeping changes of working or staging area to local repository. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Push means local to remote. Pull means remote to local to working copy. The place which contains modified files selected by developers. Okay, guys. Next, what are the examples of Git, guys? Git servers, GitHub, Bitbucket, Git, Tata is Git, Git client, Eclipse with Git plugin, Git desktop, and etc. These are the servers, means where central repository will be created, where client machines are there. Client machines will have Git client software. Central repository is created in Git server software. Some people worried, sir, you are working with ready-made diagram. I think now you got crystal clear clarity. Still confusion, Mr. Kiran? Still confusion? I want reply from Kiran.
లేదంటే రేపు కూడా అడగదు
It's focus. First time same explanation, second time same explanation. Are we going to work with Git server and client? Yes, boss. Prasad, but don't get such stupid doubts, ra. With respect to client, with respect to diagram. Okay, no problem. Since someone saying that, sir, you are taking ready-made diagram to save the time, but we want more clarity. For you only, I am giving the numbers. Madhu Vermila, test cases also there in your project only, na? When you commit the project, along everything will go, right? When you commit the project, everything will go, guys. You know that. ఏ బాస్ ఏనా నెంబర్ 1 నెంబర్ 1 గిట్ అడ్మిన్ generally DevOps team creates what boss? Creates remote repository. Okay, empty remote repository, fine, whatever it is. Okay, remote repository. In cloud environment of Git server software. Number 2, guys. I want reply from you. TL creates local repository in his TL machine as the cloned copy of, I'll show practicals of it, as the cloned copy of remote repository. Number 3 was, can you guess? Number 3, TL creates empty pros1. Come on, guys. Empty pros1 in his TL Eclipse ID. And commits to local repository. Eclipse ID. Number 4, TL commits the pros1 to local repo. Number 5, TL means team leader. Don't ask me who is the team leader. Okay, guys.
ఇప్పుడు పెట్టాలా?
టీఎల్ కూర్చారని ఇంకా నన్ను చంపేస్తలో.
TL commits the pros1 to local repo, guys. After that, what next, guys? I want reply, my dear. Come on. TL yes. pros1 to pushes the pros1 to remote repo or central repo. Number 6, developer creates local repo in his dev1 machine. Come on, guys. Number 7,
గోలేకి శ్రీముఖ్ హగ్
Number 7. development and gets and machine having empty pros1 in it. What is there? Cloned copy of central.
అవి కూడా మంచి
Tell me, guys. Tell me. Dev1 checks out the developer checks out the project. Checks out the pros1 from local repo to Eclipse ID. Number 8 was developer adds a.java file to pros1 in Eclipse ID. That is their working copy, right, boss? Working. Number 9, What is number 9, boss? I want reply. Developer commits a.java file to developer commits a.java file to local repo. Number 10, developer push a.java file to, come on, remote repo from local repo. Yes, boss. When you look at the diagram, it looks very ugly initially. Now looking very systematic. It's all about spending time, boss. See, when you look at the first time, if you say I cannot get it, I am not getting, you never get it. There is something I should learn. Open your brain. I should learn something. Then slowly, first attempt, first 10% will come. Second attempt, 50% will come. Third attempt, 100% will come. If you keep break for your brain, you're not going to get anything. Then you will start searching for the reasons. It's online class, that's why I'm not getting. It's a ready-made note, that's why I'm not getting. Internet is not good. You're cheating yourself by telling all these stories. Will you tell the same reasons while watching Bahubali movie in the theater? Bahubali movie streaming is online? Is it online or offline? Online streaming only, right? But still you are enjoying movies in the theater. That's it. So that's why stop cheating yourself by searching for excuses. Okay. And you can tell these excuses maybe first 3 years of your life, guys. After completing engineering, first 3 years you may say these excuses. That problem, this problem, X problem, Y problem, Z problem. 4th year onwards, your parents also stop believing you. My product is not good. My product is not good. This guy always searches for excuses. Okay, boss. Number 11. What is number 11, guys? Yeah, last comment, guys. TL fetches a.java from local repo to central repo to local repo. Next one, guys. Local repo to central repo. TL merges a.java to working copy pros1 from working copy pros1 from where is that, guys? Tell me, working copy pros1 from where, guys? What is there, guys? Working copy pros1 from, what is there? Local repo. 10 is right one, guys. 10 is right one. Okay. Here is my what, boss? Right. 11 plus 12. TL pulls a.java from, come on, central repo to local repo to working copy. Understanding my statement, boss? Super. Clear? Fantastic? Yes. This is just theory, boss. This is just theory. If you understand this, same thing reflects in the practicals. Same command, same thing reflects in the practicals. Okay? Fine. I'm able to make a difference in your learning process. I'm simplifying the learning process of learning, boss. Super. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. Next class will be on Monday. Next class will be on